What's up guys, how is it going? Christmas is just around the corner now, and I was looking for a Christmas video to react to it. Lost in the Pond popped up, as it always does. How American Christmas was a huge culture shock. Now this isn't something that I'd expect. I kind of thought just our Christmases would be the same. Maybe you go a bit harder on the decorations, but apart from that, I thought we just have the same traditions and everything. So I'm not sure how it could be a culture shock. That's what we're going to find out today. Make sure you subscribe to Lost in the Pond channel. Subscribe to myself if you do enjoy the videos. Give the video a like, and let's dive in to this video. Let's go.
And America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains
Interrupted
to
by a cat.
Christmas. And since I'm officially taking Vlogmas by the antlers, that's a metaphor, you can expect to see plenty of videos on this topic in the next 24 days. Ooh. For me, in life, it's been a tale of two Christmases, British ones and American ones.
Which one's better?
As a kid, Christmas was everything. I loved waiting for Father Christmas to come down the chimney, except in 1988 when we forgot to put out the fire. I also loved defeating my brother at pulling a cracker, even though the prize was a miniature thimble. And how could I forget gazing into a bauble for the first...
You know you can just cheat pulling crackers, right? It's just whoever grabs the more, like, further up the cracker is going to win. That's how you just win at crackers. There's a little tip for you. Just in case you didn't know, just grab it further up and you're going to win.
I'm seeing a warped version of my already warped face. This introduction to the magic of Yuletide occurred within the festive confines of my English hometown. And I thought that my experiences of Christmas were everyone's, as if every human on earth knew the simple joy of hearing the bang of a cracker or the schmaltzy melody of Chris Rea's Driving Home for Christmas.
What,
and
do you not have crackers?
After a quarter of a century, I left behind my British bubble and moved with my wife to a bigger bubble, the United States of America. It was November 2008. A cluster of indistinct specks on the ground slowly revealed themselves to be city blocks as the plane descended over a new and bountiful kingdom known as Indianapolis. This was my first visual encounter with the latest chapter of my life and a stark reminder of the one that I was leaving. The most enduring aspect of this image was that those city blocks were a distinct shade of white. And just like air conditioning, cheese curds, and Bob Costas, this level of snow was largely unheard of in Britain. Its presence on the streets of Indiana was a firm
We do, where I'm from in England, we do get some snow, like in the hillier areas, you know, like the countryside bits. I'm from the north of England, so we might get a bit more than he gets down south. But we don't get like crazy amounts, and it doesn't normally come at Christmas. It's normally a bit after. It's normally late January, February it comes.
Declaration that the Midwest would be dissimilar to England in every way. On that first Christmas morning in America, I did find myself looking around for the same old signs. And some of them were there. I mean, my in-laws had put up green and red tinsel, the tree was topped with a shimmering star, and people traded their dignity for Christmas jumpers. Except Americans didn't call them jumpers, they called them sweaters.
Standard,
and
yeah.
Nowhere to be heard was Driving Home for Christmas. Instead, the airways played ditties I'd never heard of, like Feliz Navidad and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Speaking of festive animals,
I can't tell you if this is his dry comedy or not. Surely you listen to Driving Home for Christmas, right? Grandma, what did he say? Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I think he's having us on. He's pulling out
Driving Home for Christmas. Instead, the airways played ditties I'd never heard of, like Feliz Navidad and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Speaking of festive animals, the popular dish of choice in the Midwest isn't always turkey, which is synonymous more with the US Thanksgiving. In fact, the poultry centerpiece that I've eaten most is ham, something that resembled British ham in no discernible way whatsoever. Depending on the...
We have turkey, ham and beef normally. We normally go for the triple threat. You know, we just load the plate up.
Region, this might be substituted with chicken, beef, goose, or even oysters. The dinner table is probably where the cultural Christmas divide is most abundantly brought into focus. More on that in upcoming videos, but it never occurred to me that Americans did not universally include Christmas pudding or mince pies in their dessert menus.
Good for you. Overrated, completely overrated. Christmas pudding, overrated. Mince pie is overrated, man. I'm not down for it. I'd rather have a chocolate cake, a cheesecake, sticky toffee pudding.
While these are not entirely absent from all holiday shopping carts, they do take a backseat to sweet potato pie, pecan pie, and coconut cake. What's coconut cake?
Pecan pie.
Now, that's not to say that I don't devour my American Christmas food well into Boxing Day. Some habits, no matter our age or BMI score, never change, except there's one tiny detail of this anecdote that I neglected to mention. Americans don't celebrate Boxing Day. On December 26th, unless their employer decrees otherwise, most Americans swap the comfort of the couch for the reality of the workplace.
Now that one's rough. I mean, we don't really do anything on Boxing Day. That's just a chill day. That's like, that whole period between Christmas and New Year is just kind of like a blur. Especially when you're in school, you don't know where you're at, you don't know what you're doing, you're just constantly full. If you're 18, 19, you're constantly in a state of being tipsy or drunk. It's just a blur of a period of time. But Boxing Day is a day for chilling, man. Come on.
Even the term Boxing Day carries little currency in this portion of North America, even as America's Canadian neighbours celebrate it with abandon. And Boxing Day doesn't stand alone in the Christmas dictionary of British American word differences. Take, for example, the name each country gives to the jolly red and white fellow who delivers all of the presents. In America, he is known invariably as Santa, Santa Claus, or Old Saint Nick, all used in Britain. However, you will rarely, if ever, catch an American saying Father Christmas.
My go-to was always Father Christmas. We'd say Father Christmas. Santa, you'd hear in movies, obviously, TV shows, whatever. Santa, Santa baby. I reckon more kids now probably use Santa, to be honest. I bet they do. Father Christmas is the one, though.
Moreover, Brits and Americans can't seem to agree on the location of Father Christmas's homeland. Soon after moving to the US, during casual Christmas Eve chatter with my in-laws, I made reference to Santa's long journey from Lapland. Not only was the name Lapland met with puzzlement, as if to say, where is that? But it was later revealed to me that he resides in the North Pole. Either way, Santa lives in a climate not fit for humans.
It's from Lapland, guys. I didn't know this was a thing either. It's from Lapland. What you on about?
And so, as it turns out, did I. Those white city blocks weren't an exception. The notion of a Midwestern white Christmas is not so much a naive fantasy, but a brutal reality, depending on how warmly you receive it. And warmth, as it happens, is ensured by burying yourself in multiple layers of thick clothing, a fashion scenario really demanded by Britain's climate. In the Midwest, I've often left the house in 2 jackets and 2 sweaters, only for the cold to enter through my undies. All that aside, though, while experiencing American Christmases, some of me does feel like a kid again. Partly this has been reinforced by Uncle Toby's Christmas choices, but I love looking at all of the houses with all of the lights, especially knowing that I didn't do any of the work. And I fondly recall destroying my brother-in-law in a snow digging contest while holding a much bigger shovel. And how could I forget gazing into a bauble just this morning and seeing a warped version of my already warped face that now has a beard. Over the next few weeks, I'll be diving deep into some of the topics discussed in today's video, as well as some non-Christmassy ones. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to do that at the end of this video, and don't forget to give my bell a little
go and subscribe to
jingle.
Lost in the Pond.
That way, throughout Vlogmas, you'll get notified of a new video every day. Some are saying that these are the biggest gifts to humanity since my cat fell asleep under a Christmas tree. And he only appeared in today's video to remind everyone that you can follow him right here on YouTube at The Whisker Reel. Finally, a big shout...
I did not know he had a YouTube channel for his cat. I wonder if that's still going, because this video is a few years old. We might have to check that out.
To all of my patrons who make these videos possible.
Sounds like this is just an outro. It was a very short video, and it sounds like he's going to just drag it out in multiple different videos. So we'll check out a couple more of his videos, because I do want to find out what the differences are, because already there's a few here. Santa, I knew. Father Christmas, I knew that one. The songs, I don't quite believe him on the songs. Driving Home for Christmas, surely you have that one. What was the other one? Lapland, didn't know that. The food one, I can kind of see. You go turkey crazy for Thanksgiving, so I can kind of understand that one as well. Crackers, he mentioned crackers briefly, but then didn't really touch on it. Again, do you not have crackers in America? That's an odd one as well. But we're going to check out a couple more videos around the Christmas period. I hope you guys, I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this. This is recorded pre-Christmas because I'm at home with the family for Christmas. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas. And yeah, have a good one. I'll catch you for the next video. Take it easy. Peace.